Shalom, shalom. I like to start off this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Achak Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of Great Millstone, who are teaching well, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, the sincere brothers and sisters who are keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities. All right. So I like to come in, bring out a few scriptures. Lord willing, this will be edifying. You know. So this is pertaining to death, really. How we're not to fear death, really, because it's a natural process. You know, it's they like to say in they have that song in Lion King, the circle of life. You see, yeah, man, it's just about there's a time for everything. There's a time to be born. There's a time to grow, and there's a time to die. The same thing with plants. The same thing with animals. That's the life. That's just a circle of life. All right. That's the way Yahweh Bashir Yahushai set it up. You know. So let's start this. Sirach 12 and 41 and Sirach 41 and 3. Fear not the sentence of death. You see, we're not to fear death. Okay. Remember them that have been before thee, and that came after thee. For this is the sentence of the Lord over all flesh. So everyone dies. You know, the fact that you were born, that means that that you had a past life, and in that past life, you probably did wickedness, and that's why you were put to death. You have to understand that this is the circle. We know that the wages of sin is death. So if you're gonna go off, you're gonna go against the law, statutes, and commandments. You're gonna break the commandments. You're gonna end up dying. Okay. It says here in Psalms 82 and 6, I have said, ye are gods. We are gods because we were made in the image of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Adam was given the breath of life, which is the law, statutes, and commandment. The Elohim said, "Let's make men like unto our image," they really meant it, because at the time Adam wasn't meant to die. Okay, it says here, "I have said ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes." And why is that? Because I said, like I said before, the wages of sin is death. We are those angels that came out of their heavenly form. We lost our heavenly estate because we sinned. It says here in Romans 6 and 23, for the wages of sin is death, but the gift of the Most High is eternal life through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, our Lord. So through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, we can come back to immortality. Through Him, we are reconciled, redeemed unto the Lord. Okay, and through His sacrifice, through His sacrifice, we're now able to obtain this immortality. Right, this blessing that the whole world really seeketh for, but they cannot obtain because it was not given unto them. It was given to the people of the Lord, to the seed of Abraham. Okay, and not seed, because the blessing went only unto Isaac, and Isaac, we know through the reincarnation, is Yahweh Shai. Okay, it says here in Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 23, for the Most High created man to be immortal. Okay, we were created to be immortal. And that goes into the men of Israel. The Israelite men were meant to be immortal. Okay, not everyone. That blessing is not gonna go to Moab or Esau or Elam. That really goes to the Israelite, because we are the people of the Most High. We are lowercase g gods. It says here, and made him to be an image of his own of his own eternity. That goes into Adam. Okay, Adam we're supposed to live forever. Okay, he was supposed to be the image of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's eternity. And it says here, nevertheless, through the envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that hold his side do find it. So if you're going against the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, against the commandments, you will end up dying. You will end up seeking your own death. Because to go against the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is really seeking your own death, digging your own grave. You're committing it. Even the now we're talking about how ISUPK, their leader, is promoting adultery. It tells you if you commit adultery, you're destroying your own soul. Why is that? Because what's the wage of what's the recompense of committing adultery? You and that woman are supposed to be put to death. You know, and then it also says he that committed adultery doesn't have any wisdom. Okay, so if you don't have wisdom, you're really gonna end up dying. You see, he that walking in the congregation of the dead, you know, he that departed from the way of life will remain in the congregation of the dead. And to not walk in the way of life is to not hearken unto the law, statutes, and commandments. And I know I keep mentioning that, repeating that, but it has to be said. It has to be brought out, man. The only way that we can really live is to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, and to put our trust in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. That's the only way, man. Okay, not only to keep the law, statutes, and commandment, but to follow Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Okay, because Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai are over the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? It says here in Ecclesiastes 12:7, then shall dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. Okay, so that's the process. When you die, your flesh, you know, because it tells us that the flesh cannot inherit the kingdom of heaven. Your flesh goes into the ground, okay, returns to the dust, but your spirit returns to the Most High. Really, the fact that your spirit is lent, your life that you're living is really lent unto us. Your life, your body, it's a rental, okay, given us by Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. That's why it tells us not to defile the temple, because nothing really belongs to us, man. You know, all we have really is our faith and our name, okay. That's the only thing that we carry in this lifetime, you know. You see. So even your body, these people are doing tattoos, or these women saying my body, my choice. You know, they're doing abortions. You know, you know, this and that. You know, you know, chopping off. You know, joining the LGBT. You know, the ABCs. You know, you're joining the ABCs. You cut off your rod. You're becoming a creature of darkness. You know, that's you defiling your temple. You see. That in effect, it doesn't belong to you in the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, it belongs to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Okay, and that's the process. Once you die, your body goes to the ground, and your spirit goes up to the heaven. So ultimately, the spirit really is immortal. So at the end of the day, the Most High never really lied, because the spirit itself doesn't die. Okay, the spirit never dies. Okay, it's an energy. It's a spirit. It cannot die. Okay, the only thing that dies is your flesh. Okay, and it says here in Hebrew 9:27, as it is appointed unto men once to die. See, so you die in the flesh, you die, but after this judgment. Why is that? Because after, when you die, you have to face Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai for the action that you did. Okay, you have to face Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai for the actions that you did on your life. Okay, as it says in Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes 12:14. The Most High will judge all our actions that we've done in the flesh, whether it be good or whether it be bad. Okay. So once you pass away, you have to go. Once you're dead in the flesh, your spirit goes up to the heavens, and receives judgment. Okay. That's why it tells us in Luke 12:4, I say unto you, my friend, be not afraid of them that kill the body, and after that have no more that they can do. So even don't fear even someone putting you to death. You know, even people trying to harm you. You know, there's nothing else that they can do afterward. They can't really hurt your spirit. You know, you see, there's nothing that they can do to hurt your spirit. Okay. But it tells us, but I will forewarn you whom ye shall fear. Fear him which after he had killed had power to cast in hell. Yet I say unto you, fear him. So we're supposed to fear Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. We're not supposed to fear death, because death happens to everyone, man. As I was reading before, fear not the sentence of death. We're not supposed to fear that, you know. And again, why would you fear if you know that you're on this earth, you're doing the law, statutes, and commandments, you're doing the will of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai? Why would you fear? You know, why would you fear? There's nothing to fear, man. You know, you're doing what you have to do to please the Most High. So when you die and your spirit goes back to the Father, you know, When your spirit goes back to the Father, you know you'll be in good graces with Him, because you've done what was required of you. You know, the Father's not unrighteous to forget our good actions toward His men. You know, as it says, if you even give a glass of cold water unto a prophet, you will receive a prophet's reward. You know, so everything that you do for His name's sake is not going to be forgotten. You see. So it says here in Revelation 2:10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. And when it says the devil, that speaks about Esau Edom, the so-called white man, because Satan is not going to come, you know, out of the spirit realm and drag you and put you in a cell. You know, that's not going to happen. You know, you're not going to be arrested by a guy with horns. You know, a red guy with horns telling you to you got a you got a 25 to life. You know, that's not gonna happen. That speaks about Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is gonna put you in prison for your faith. Okay, it says here that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulations 10 days. You know that during a period of time you'll have to go through things, man. You have to go through that fire during a certain period of time, but be faithful unto death. Even if you're to lose your life, keep your integrity, man. Keep your integrity. And it says what? And I will give thee a crown of life. Okay? Even in the spirit realm, the Lord is going to give you a crown of life. Okay? And He can bring you back to life easily, man. That's, you know, the Lord is out there. There's nothing that is impossible for the Most High. The Most High is outside of our perception of reality, man. Okay? He's outside. He's the one that made time. He's the one that made everything out of His own, out of His, He spoke everything to existence. Right? So imagine how much like you can't even imagine, you can't even put it into words how much power the Most High has, and that is why He's called the Most High. The, you know, Omen Nomen, the highest. He is the highest. There's no, you can't go above Him. Yeah, there's nothing above Him, man. You see. So it says here in Sirach 4:28, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. You see. So you have to fight even unto death, man. And the Lord shall take care of you, man. You see? Like I was saying before, even if you're to lose your life in prison, you get shot, you end up dying, you know? The Lord's going to bring you back. What happened to Paul? Paul was stoned to death, man. And the Lord just brought the spirit back on him, and then he was right back and doing the work. You know? You see? When you're a man of the Lord, and the Lord chooses you to be a vessel of honor unto Him, there's nothing that can come in the way to stop you from pushing forth the word, man. You see? You can have people, you can have a whole army trying to kill you. The Lord will just teleport you somewhere else. You know, and and there's instance in the scriptures where people have been delivered. Remember the yeah. Oh, give me a second. Salakia. I had a work emergency, but I handled it, you know. So let's go back to the scriptures, you know. So it says here, Sirach 4:28, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Okay? And you have to believe this, man. We fervently have to believe, man. This is important, man. Each and every day, man. In the truth, man. Each and every day you're in the truth, man. You realize, man, the Lord's really fighting for us, man. He's setting things for you. He's setting things in, you know. He's blocking enemies from getting to you spiritually, you know, seen and unseen, man. The Lord is really fighting for us, man. You just have to, you know, and you know, you pray for mercy. You pray for the Lord that He, you know, that He guides you, you know, that He guides you the right way. You know, that He keeps you from wickedness, you know, from presumptuous sin and things like that, man. You know? I mean, it was really important to have faith, man. Without faith, it is impossible to please the Lord, man. You see? It says here, and pertaining to death, I'll just end up with this precept. It says here in 1 Thessalonians 4:13, but I will not have you ignorant. I will not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. Okay, when it's speaking about being asleep, it's about those that are in the grave, those that are dead. You know, You know, and we're not as those that have no hope, because we have hope. We have our hope in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That if, as it says, if they that lose his life for his name's sake shall find it. You know, if you suffer with him, you will reign with them. You know, that's our hope, man. Our hope is that you know, that the Lord is gonna come deliver his people, okay, destroy this wicked kingdom, right, and establish order in this place, and even then give us immortality, give us all the benefits of being in the kingdom. You know, you see, that's our hope, okay, immortality, you know, righteousness, you know, peace, rest. That's our blessing. That's our hope, man. Okay, it says here, for if we believe that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach died and rose again, even so them also with sleep in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach will the Most High bring with them. Okay, and that's the important thing. You have to believe. If you believe, do you really believe about a reincarnation, or you really believe in putting your life down for the stock, for the sheep? Do you really believe, man? Because no greater love has a man that he lays down his life for his brethren. And that's ultimately what we're doing each and every day, man. Going out in the highways and byways, pushing forth these lessons, you know. How many opportunities that the brothers gave up so they can still do the truth, man? You know, because we're not in this kingdom to be famous, or to have weighty bank accounts, you know. And you're not wicked if you have money, you know. But it's just, that's not the principal thing, man. This is not what we're in this, man. We're in this to be delivered, because this is not the end of be all, man. This is wickedness at its finest, man. This is the most wicked kingdom, that the most wickedest kingdom in history, in the history of humanity, man. See, and each and every day, man, the wickedness keeps going, getting higher and higher, man, because the world was given unto the hands of the wicked, you know. And see, look at what he's doing, man. You know, madness, 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 and I'm still surprised each and every day at the madness that's being pushed forward. And these people, they're in darkness, complete darkness. They allow it, man. They're teaching, they're attacking the children. You know, even now, man, I'm afraid to have children, man. I'm afraid to have a family, man. You see, that Satan might go use my children to against me, my woman against me. You see, I'm afraid, man. You see, this, I know this is not my rest. I know every day I'm fighting, man. You see, one day your child comes back and tells you, you know, your son tells you he feels like a woman. You know, you try to correct him, tell him that ain't the way, but then, yo, he's being bombarded with madness at school, man. You can't even keep up with your children, man. You know? We live in a sad place, man. It's really horrible, man, when you realize, man. And the problem is that these people are being protected. Wickedness is being pushed forward. Wickedness is being, you know, wickedness is being said. We're in a place where evil is good and good is evil, man. You know, and if you fight, and if you try to go against the flow, if you try to go against wickedness, man, you become a prey. They really want to kill us, man, for following the truth, for following Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, and that's that, and basically it's expected, man. It is expected, because they said, there was a precept yesterday I was looking for, and they were saying, if they called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much would they call the servants? You know, and we're the servants, and you know, we're being demonized, and we're gonna be demonized even in the higher scales in the days to come, man. All right. So, like, I know I'm going all over the place, but let's get back to the scripture, all right? Because yeah, so now we have hope, man. It says here in 1 Thessalonians 4:14, for if we believe that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, so like, shit, man, you know, Satan, man, always trying to come in the way, but fuck. So like, I'm gonna end up real quick. I just gotta finish up this precept, you know, and close up the video. You know, it says here, verse 15, for this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, you know, but not by ourselves, but by the word of the Lord, that which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. Okay, it's not because, you know, it's not because we're here, we're still alive, we're still breathing, and Yahushua comes back. We're not gonna stop those that are dead to rise up. You know, they died in the truth. They died in the faith. They're brethren. You know, they suffered, as Yahushua suffered. So who are we to stop them from receiving their reward, their penny? You know? So it says here, for the Lord himself shall ascend from heaven with a shout, and with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet of the Most High, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. The dead in Hamashiach. Okay, so if you passed away, if you're in the spirit realm right now, the Lord will raise you up. There was during the crucifixion of Yahushua, the dead were rose. That was just a prelude. It's showing you that it is going to happen. You have to believe. When Yahushua died on the cross, people that were dead came back to life. If it wasn't so, it wouldn't have been written. Okay? But since it is written, you have to believe it happened. You know? All these miracles happened. Even the centurions acknowledged. They said, yo, surely this is the Son of the Most High. Okay? And that's, again, a prelude of how every knee shall bow when Yahushua comes through, man. Everyone's going to acknowledge that this is the Son of the Most High. Okay? There's not going to be atheists in those days. A Muslim or any other kind of religion, that's all going to be out the window, because the truth is going to be it's going to be seen. Okay? The truth is not going to be able to be rebuked or rebutted. Okay? So it says here, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. So it's going to be like a big reunion, man. You know, those that died, that put in the work, you know, the 144,000. You see? Who knows if the 144,000 are on this earth right now? Maybe some of them are passed away. They're in the spirit realm. You see? Because we have to admit, man, it tells us that the wicked is as a green bay tree. You see? The wicked is enlarged as a green bay tree, man. The whole world is under the wicked vibration, man. Only a few, man. It tells us only a few find the way of life and walk therein. Only a few. The world that was made this world was made for many, but the world to come is made for a few. Okay? So I have to really finish this up. Okay. It says here, for the Lord, verse 17, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words. Okay, we're supposed to tell each other these words. We're supposed to know these things, man. All right? We're supposed to believe in these things, man. These are the words, the whole gospel. We're confronting ourselves with the words. It tells us, look at the generations of old. We're supposed to look at the generations of old. Look at the stats. Okay? Look at the stats, man. And realize that the Lord never took a L. We cannot lose if the Lord is with us, man. If the Lord is with us, who can be against us, man? All right? So even in death, we can be victorious, man. All right? So remember that, man. Lose not faith, man. Lose not your faith, and remember that the Lord is with us if you're with the Lord, man. All right? That being said, I like to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of Great Millstone, GMS, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, the sincere brothers and sisters who are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Kwame Asha'Allah, DTA, Ababa, soon. All right? Shalom, until next lesson. Shalom.